Hey everybody, it is nostalgia time once again, and as you can tell, we're going to be doing another install race. We had a lot of fun with the last one that we did back in episode 45, which was actually a couple episodes ago. So, in this episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be again doing another install race. But this time, we're going to do it against two different Acer Ferraris. The one you see on the right is the Acer Ferrari 4000, which, as you can tell, comes with Windows XP pre-installed. And then that one is the Acer Ferrari 1200, which apparently is in Turkish, and it comes with Windows 7, more specifically the Home Premium Edition. So let's go over to the Ferrari. So we look at the contents of the disk and we run restore. And now the restore program will open. And since this is Acer's tool of Symantec Ghost, we can only use the keyboard. So now that we have the system CD loaded, we're going to go ahead and insert the first disk. And this is ready too. So English, we're going to entirely restore the operating system. Next. And yep, I gave this an 80 gig drive. I gave this 64. So L, D for disk, F for from image. And then we have to go down to here. And we will go to CD1. And there we go. We open the images folder. And then we press scan for images. And there is our image right there. So that is where it's going to go. The password is below. Everything is fine here, so okay. And then this is the final confirmation to start. And now we are going to begin the restore on both machines. And now here we go. The install race begins. Which Ferrari will cross the finish line? And there we go. Now it wants to check the disk for errors. And yes, this copy of the Ferrari 4000 is in English, as I can tell, but I will let Windows XP correct the file system. And meanwhile, the Turkish Ferrari is now in the process of entirely restoring the system. So Windows has made corrections to the file system. And here we go into the out-of-box experience as the Ferrari 4000 crosses the finish line. It has won the race. There's the screen we've been seeing for a while. Thank you for purchasing this computer from Acer, featuring Windows XP. Let's set this thing up. Everything is correct. We are in Central Time. And this is Windows XP Professional Service Pack 2. So yes, we'll turn on automatic updates even though it doesn't work anymore. I'll just go ahead and skip the computer name for the sake of this virtual machine. We're not going to put an administrator password in. This will not be part of a domain. Because again, we get those extra options because this is Windows 7. Because this is Windows XP Professional. Let me get that right. And we are ready to go. So we'll hit finish. And now we will let it do its final initialization tasks, which will require one more reboot. And now, since this is a Ferrari copy of XP, we're going to hear this. Yep. Oh, no wonder why Acer was so creative with these Ferrari things. And there we go, it's resizing the screen. And this is the warning that there is no ATI driver, because again, it's a virtual machine. So, and there we go. Now it finally asks for disk 3. It's about time. Because this is XP Service Pack 2, it already has the Windows Security Center. And I will show you that this is Service Pack 2 of XP. Yep, here it is. Windows XP Professional Service Pack 2. And apparently wants to scan new hardware. Here, I'll just hit cancel on everything. So, while the other Ferrari finishes, let's take a look around this copy of XP and see what it's got for us. Overall, I think it looks very similar to that other Ferrari that we took a look at. So, just your usual stuff in XP. You got Adobe Reader 6 from 2003. And there it is right here. And then we have Acer Power DVD. Their own custom DVD player. NTI DVD Maker 7. Norton Antivirus, which requires a separate CD. This is a shortcut to the Ferrari World website, which does not work. And Windows Media Player 9. And it looks like this one is done now. So now this will boot into its hard drive. And of course, because we're in the middle of the restore, it's going to show the Windows Vista startup screen. So yeah, that's Media Player 9. The CD DVD Maker Gold. And there is actually, I believe, a custom screensaver in this Ferrari World wallpaper. I think has an actual date. This was around May of 2005. I think there was another date that I saw or something. Because I think if I remember the last Ferrari we took a look at, I think it was February of 2006. Either it was September 2006 or September 2005. But yeah, this is the modified theme that it comes with. And then, of course, we get the default stuff in XP. And then going to screensaver, here is what the screensaver looks like. It looks about the same as the other one that we saw. So it just cycles through some cars and Of course, has the Ferrari World URL. So yeah, that's really all that is. It's just named Ferrari 4000 series. The Spacer screensaver looks like it's all decorated in red. That's interesting. This is the default screensaver in Windows XP Pro. Just says Windows XP. Here's the classic Starfield screensaver from Windows 95-98. And then the Mystify is just that thing going nuts. And the flower box just screws everything up. Right, because I moved the mouse around. So yeah, there's that 3D flower box. The flying objects actually is another one of my favorite screensavers in XP. As you got the Windows flag flying across the screen, and then eventually it goes into the center and then shows the Windows XP logo. And then of course it keeps doing it until it is deactivated. And then I don't think it comes with any sounds other than that startup sound we heard. So yeah, these are just the typical sounds. However, only the startup sound was changed. Essentially, that's that Ferrari. So now, let's check in with the other Ferrari, the Ferrari 1200 that's still setting up. So we'll see how much longer that goes. And apparently the other Acer is already done, so let me go ahead and resize this. There you go, now you can see the entire out-of-box experience. So of course everything is in Turkish. But it doesn't look like I can tell. That doesn't look like I can tell where to do English. Yeah, just leave it as is. It probably won't even continue without it. Yeah, it won't even let me continue in English. So, that's right. But we can go up here and we can change it to English. And there we go. Now we have English US. So we can just type our name, and I'll just name this Ferrari. I'll just name this Ferrari 200, even though it came in last place in the race. So this is the agreement for 7 Home Premium. And I can tell this is RTM with no service packs. And this is the agreement from Acer. Just use recommended settings, even though it doesn't get any updates. I'm going to take a guess as to which one is the central time zone. Mexico and Canada, Midway Islands, Hawaii, Alaska. Let's just do Saskatchewan, because, I mean, that is in Central Time. Yeah, Saskatchewan, Canada is actually in the Central Time Zone. However, they don't follow the daylight savings time like we do here. They're permanently locked to Standard Time. So now we'll let Windows 7 Home Premium finish setting up, and then we will arrive at the desktop. We have Acer's registration card. Just go ahead and skip this screen. Just go ahead and activate McAfee, even though it's running on databases from like 2009, 2009, 2010, whatever year this thing was made. And right away we can see there is already a custom Ferrari wallpaper. However, we unfortunately do not get any custom sounds. No custom sounds at all. And then we have the Acer launch tool down there, just installing final programs and final setup changes and everything. So let's take a look at what this comes with. So it comes with... Oh, there's the custom thing. I thought it was on my end. Anyway, comes with Adobe Reader. That was wonderful. Anyway, it comes with Adobe Reader 9. And let's see, what's this one? This must be the games. So it looks like it comes with a few of them. Our Screen Figures, Amazonia, Chess Titans, that's from Windows 7. It's got Chicken Invaders 2, Dairy Dash, Dream Day First Home, Farm Frenzy 2, First Class Flurry. What is First Class Flurry? I don't know what that is. We'll have to see. But just like what we saw with those other Acer Windows 7 installs, they come with trials. So... And then we have Granny in Paradise, Heroes of Helios. What's this? Merriam-Webster's Spell Jam. I want to check that game out, because it looks like it must be a spelling bee of sorts. We'll play with that game in just a little bit, because I want to see what that is. But then, of course, you have the Game Zone console where you can see all your games. It's got Intervideo WinDVD 8, which is hardware locked. So that's good. That's good to know. But that version cannot run under a virtual machine. And it looks like it already comes with the full version of Office 2007, because this is Windows 7 RTM. Office 2010 was not released at this time. So you can see it's installing drivers and everything. And there's the eSavi, which is that news thing. You can see drivers getting installed. That's its Bluetooth thing. There's all the Windows 7 stuff. And there's Grid Vista, which again is sort of a predecessor to the Snap interface that would be introduced with Windows 7. So yeah, let's go ahead and accept those terms and install this thing. Yeah, I know how this works. Yeah, I left it at English UK, so it'll show stuff from the UK, from like BBC, Guardian, all that stuff. But really it is what it is. And then there's Acer stuff, the registration card, the updater tool, and then Windows Update, which no longer works. Let's just see if it finds updates. It's probably not even going to. It's probably going to tell me to update Service Pack 1 in order to continue, but we'll just let it run anyway. So yeah, let's see what this game is about. 2007. Escape the norm. Enter your name. I'll just leave it as it is. I'm new to this game. Adjust your volume to enjoy the experience. Of course, the launch manager starts. Welcome, press go to start.
Theft.
Theft.
Looks like it's a spelling game.
Dimension.
Primary.
Wonder if I can use the keyboard. Nope.
R
Oh, I can.
IMAR. Yes.
At least I can use the keyboard.
Choose.
CHO. Oh, shit.
Memorial.
ME. Oh yeah.
So this looks like it's a spelling game of sorts.
Version.
VERS. Yes.
What? I didn't hear it all the way.
Can you please repeat the word?
Virus.
VIR. Yes.
Campus.
CAM. Yes.
Discuss.
DISC. Yes.
You're ready for the next word?
Principal.
PRIN. Yeah.
Prepare for the speed round. Try to spell as many words as you can in 1 minute.
Safety.
SA.
Society.
SOCI.
Conversion.
CO.
Organic.
O.
Temporary.
ASSI.
City.
C.
Adjacent.
AD. JA.
Worry.
W.
Debate.
D.
Guardian.
G.
That's it. Time's up. In round 2, the words get even harder. Well, that's essentially how this works, so... Yeah, that's really what I want to do. I want to exit. So, you get all this stuff if you buy the full version. And then if I try to see it now, it says I only used 5 minutes of time, so not gonna play a full round of this game just for this machine. So it is installing Live Essentials. I'm guessing it's installing everything. It's installing all the stuff, the movie maker, photo gallery, writer, and all the usual Live Essentials stuff that usually comes with it. I want to see if this comes with a custom screensaver, and it looks like yes it does. It does come with a custom screensaver. And this looks like the same one from XP, except instead of saying Ferrari World, it just says Ferrari, and it has an updated URL, and it just says Ferrari.com instead of FerrariWorld.com. Like before. So we see some of the sample wallpapers from it. So it does come with its own theme and all. And it looks like this has a custom sound scheme applied. So other than that custom startup sound we heard earlier, it doesn't come with anything else too special. So I can see Windows Live Call. That talks about Live Messenger and stuff like that. Maybe it says Live Messenger has to be installed before going any further. Yeah, probably. So yeah, that's really about it. That is A look then at the Acer Ferrari 4000 and the Acer Ferrari 1200. So, since that install race was a lot of fun, why don't we do it again, but this time with Packard Bell. And no, it's not going to be the old-fashioned Packard Bell with 95 and 98 and all that good stuff. It's going to be under a completely different form. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.